still in Tel Aviv, reporting live, flip-flops on the ground. I have good news and I have bad news. The great news is I am going back to my kid. I'm gonna make it. And Rafi, I'm coming. Abba is coming. The bad news, I don't like leaving Israel, especially at times like this. And another bad news, we're in a bomb shelter again. So we were literally on the way to the extraction plan. I don't know if I should share too much information about it, but all I can say, it looks like I'm this close to be able to go back to my kid. And then there was another missile attack. And that we had to run down here to the bunker. The really sad news is this is the first time that I went in a bunker without Batya and Andy. What's up with that? Feels so weird to be in a bomb shelter without these two. It feels wrong. We created such a bunker diary vibes together. So yeah, I said goodbye to Batya and Andy, and I guess they're on the 5 stars bomb shelter right now. And I'm downgraded a little bit. You know, it's not like the first one. There's no ancient cockroaches here and rats and sewage. But if I give a bunker review, I'll give this one a 2 out of 5. Maybe 2.5. So anyway, great news, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be heading back to Germany, hopefully anytime soon. And I'll be able to go and see my kids' graduation from the kindergarten. Honestly, I was having, really hard night last 2 days, I would guess, just because I was feeling that, it was very heavy on me. If I'm gonna miss this is gonna be such a big thing. I'm gonna remember that for all my life. So it's so important for me not to miss his graduation party from the forest. It looks like I'm gonna make it. Still a long journey. It's gonna be a very long journey all the way until I reach Germany. But yeah, giving you a bit update, whoever joined the video right now, we are I am. Batya and Andy are not here with me. I am in Tel Aviv right now in the bunker. Batya and Andy are in the other bunker, the 5-star one. Bomb shelter. People, feel safer when you say bomb shelter. And I am on my way back to Germany, baby! I'm gonna go and see Rafi, and I'm not gonna miss his graduation. And it's gonna be one crazy ride. I mean, maybe after I finish, I can tell you the details, but let's just say it's not the normal way to travel out of a country. Let's just say it that way. Crazy. Whew. So, yeah. I guess since we're here, I'll give you a little bit of an update. Seems like Israel was intensifying the operation in Iran, especially with the Air Force. Looks like there is rumors, I've heard, that they've attacked a new location that maybe that could be the place where Khomeini is staying. Again, these are speculations, rumors. Maybe there's other updates that came out since, I came on this journey to go back to Rafael. So maybe I'm missing something, so I don't want to give you any wrong information. But from what I've heard, there was quite crazy stuff happening as well. There's a lot of ambiguity about the level of involvement of the US. But, obviously, they are there and they're strong. They're coming strong. So we don't know. The last rumor said that Trump told them that he's giving them 2 weeks until the US do something. So is that some kind of a negotiation trick to really push them to the corner? Also to give them a way out. So instead of pushing them all with their back to the wall, give them some kind of way out so it's not a bloodbath. So I don't know. I think people are getting out of the bomb shelter here. just have a feeling that a lot of people here would not be comfortable being on a live video. So I don't want to, get frowned upon or bother people. So I'm gonna keep it like this. But I'll keep you updated, guys. Literally, I am going back to Germany. איזה כיף. יעקב מישקה. אני חוזר לרפי. אין לכם מושג איך אני מבסוט. I am sad that I'm leaving Israel. I would love to stay here. It's crazy to say, but it's just a very special place, even during times of war, especially during times of distress. The Israeli people are like diamonds. The more you pressure them, the harder and more beautiful they become and stronger they become. It's a nation that doesn't break. It's just the opposite. The more you try to break them, the tougher they become and the more beautiful and wild they become. In the beauty, I like the word wild. When I say wild about something, usually I mean a good thing. Some people see it as a bad connotation. So yeah, so I'm very mixed feeling about leaving. Honestly, if it wasn't for Rafi's kindergarten graduation, I would have undoubtedly stayed and gave you as many reports that I can give you live from the ground, shasheta on the ground, like I say. But I have an obligation to my kid, and I promised him that I'll be there. So although it's a crazy wild ride, it's gonna be to go there, but I'm not kidding. I was looking at every option, from a yacht to a cruise ship, different type of aircrafts. The thought crossed my mind to cross to some Arab countries around, but that would have been very, very unrecommended. Honestly, I would say to anyone who's thinking about it, it might work for you going to Jordan or to Egypt, but you need to pay attention to what's happening around. You are going to a Muslim, if you're in Israel, you are going to a Muslim country while we are in the midst of an intense war in Gaza, and just started a big war in Iran, and went and crushed Hezbollah in Lebanon and kicked ass in Syria. So there might be a few people that won't be happy finding out you're an Israeli, and it's just a matter of luck. Like, you can go through 10 checkpoints and one of them will have some kind of vendetta against the Jews and against Israel. And 1 out of 10, that's being generous. I mean, there could be more. So for me, logically, trying to go back through these channels was not a great idea. People told me go to Lebanon. How crazy they are. But even Jordan and Egypt, it could be an easy way, it could be a one-way ticket. So it's not worth it. So I kept praying, I kept looking, and now I found this crazy. I can't wait to tell you. Honestly, can't wait to tell you about this new option. Whew. Just excited, guys. Can't wait. I mean, it's gonna take me a long journey, so I don't know when I'm gonna see Rafi in the end. But just hyper excited. And I'm gonna see him and also be there a little bit ahead of time so I can prepare and talk to him, get him prepared for that big day. For those of you who don't know, he's finishing his forest kindergarten, which means he's in a kindergarten that he's in the woods, in the snow, in the rain, in the sun. They're always in the wood. They have no electricity, no running water, just trees and rocks and sand and the nature. They've learned about all the seasons. They learn about making food. They learn about what not to eat. They learn about the animals. They play around. They can yell as much as they want, climb trees. So it's really a wild, beautiful experience. They learn to navigate. They have their backpacks. And whoever graduates from that kindergarten, they have this beautiful ceremony where they sit together in a circle and they build this. There was an explosion. And they build like a wooden gate. Looks like Celtic a little bit, kind of Viking style, with flowers and all kind of stuff in it. And then they sit in a circle and they share some, words with one another of goodbye, with the other kid, with the educators. And then each kid with his backpack, have his hammock in it, sleeping bag, his carving knife. And he walked through that gate by himself, about 500 meters, and his parents will wait for him on the other side of the forest. And he needs to navigate. He goes through that gate saying goodbye to the kindergarten, and he goes into the new chapter in life. And it's a very emotional, spiritual experience, also very empowering. You know, you are older right now. Last year they saw the elder kids, you know, the 5 and 6 years old. And there were 4. And the year before there were 3, so they got to see that goodbye where the older and more prepared and capable kids, you know, venture into the world, and now it's his turn. And I should be with his mom waiting for him on the other side when he comes to us. And I would not give the world to miss that. I mean, I would, even for a shawarma, I would not miss that. So just to make it clear how important that is. Falls reports in Haifa, Tel Aviv, Be'er Sheva. That's very, very sad to see. It's crazy how Israel is doing its utmost best to target, military targets and evil regime. Yeah, we're still to stay inside. So it's crazy how they target, Israel is targeting military targets, launchers, risking our own soldiers flying, literally, our own airplanes flying over the sky in an enemy country far, far away with, Mossad agents, special forces, boots on the ground, doing everything they can, sending the population there, evacuations. Get out of this neighborhood, go to there, go to that, like literally in Iran, this is like the arch enemy of Israel. So Israel is going that extra mile to protect the Iranian people because they're not the enemies. We don't hate the Iranian people, we hate the regime. But it still is an enemy country. More rocket and missile attacks. While they are doing everything they can to shoot rockets and missiles on civilian areas. I mean, think about it. They rather aim into hospitals and schools rather than into the air bases of Israel where these airplanes are coming out. Are we going out? All right, perfect. So they would rather hit civilians than actual military targets. That's how crazy demonic these people are. But anyway, we're going out, guys, so I'm going to say goodbye now, and I'm going to keep you updated. Wish me luck. Next live might be one step closer to Rafi. It's like this silly girl, one step closer to Gaza, so I'm going to be one step closer to Rafi. That's it.